Hello and welcome to White Men Can't Pod. It's episode 42. We are here. I'm your host, Ryan. I'm here with a couple of walk-ons on this team. It's Wally Foley.
Yeah.
And Bill Cashin.
I don't want to sound like I'm bragging.
You need to do 3 days if you're going to come back on this show after a week off.
Mm-hmm. But I have traditionally been a pretty gosh darn good bench warmer.
You're pretty good at that.
I was pretty good.
I'm an amazing bench warmer.
Don't
that
complain.
was my skill.
I was a pretty good player. Yeah, actually getting playing time in all the sports that I played.
What's that like?
What's that like?
It was fun.
What's it like to play more than 3 innings a game in Little League Baseball?
Oh, yeah, that. I didn't like baseball. Baseball sucks. Let's be
I
honest.
wonder if it was when my eyesight went sad on me or not, because when I was like, I don't know, 5 through 9, I was very good at baseball.
You were on the good team in baseball.
Then at age 10,
I
when I
remember
got
being
to the
jealous.
majors, I was awful. Yes, I was on a fantastic team.
You were on
but
the
me and
stack
Steve
team.
Napier were the forever bench warmers. On that
Steve
team.
Napes. Yeah, I was bad at baseball. I got struck out a lot.
Yeah.
But I could field. I was always good at throwing things, not so much hitting with a stick.
Yeah.
Even golf, terrible.
Well, I would like in Little League. I was actually a pretty decent hitter, and then I got to what's the
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth. Couldn't hit shit.
I quit before Babe Ruth.
Couldn't hit.
I knew
I only
better.
played like yeah. I didn't want to play, and then a friend was like, "Hey, we need another person for our team. Just play." I'm like, "Fine, okay." I didn't hit. I don't think I got a single hit the entire year.
I remember when my dad asked me if I like after Little League, because my last year we won the championship and stuff. It was cool. My dad was like, "Do you want me to sign up for Babe Ruth?" And I went, "No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I understand that I'm not a
I
baseball
don't
player
want to play
anymore."
anymore.
Yeah.
Wasn't even that I didn't want to. I just knew that I was bad at it.
Well, this movie is not about baseball.
It is not.
It's Wally's
God.
movie. It's Invincible,
Mhm.
based on the true story of Vince Papaglia.
Eagles
Jesus
season well, I
Christ.
picked it.
Vince Papali.
Papali.
They say it so many times
It's
in the
been
movie.
2 weeks, Wally. You
They
screwed
say it
everything
so
up.
many
You
times.
forgot your computer last week. It's
Yeah.
Papali. Sorry, a 30-year-old bartender from South Philadelphia, born and raised, who overcame long odds to play for the Eagles in 1976. How'd you first see Invincible? This very watch for me. Never seen it. Didn't want to see it. Didn't care to see it. Actually, probably went over my expectations.
I did see it. I have no idea. I feel like I would have streamed this.
You two hate the Eagles, so how is
Yeah.
this for you?
Maybe this is a TV movie. I don't know.
There's a good chance I saw this in theaters, but at the very least, I have it on DVD.
You
Neither of those
own
are
this,
true.
and
I
you're
own this.
you hate the Eagles.
Marky Mark.
Marky
You
Mark's
like
good.
Marky Mark
I
more
did
than you
like
hate
Marky
the
Mark.
Eagles.
Yes.
Did what happened?
You don't like
I
Marky
don't know.
Mark anymore?
Well, I mean,
You
did you
guys
see him in what
you're
was it? The
broken up?
Happening and Transformers.
The Happening. Is that M. Night Shyamalan?
It is M. Night Shyamalan.
That is very bad. Is that the one where the plants get mad at us?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a very... You guys, you, Ryan Marie, made me watch that movie.
I did.
We watched it at your house. So maybe it was Mike who did it, but we watched it at your house on a Monday night
We watched
many a year
plants
ago.
get mad at us.
It might have been
Yeah.
the
No,
same
no,
night
no,
we
no,
watched
that was the
Knowing.
twist.
No.
I think we watched Knowing and that on the same night.
Oh, God.
Knowing is maybe one of the worst. And I love Nicolas Cage, but that might be the worst movie I've ever seen. That movie stinks.
Oh, no, wait. We did that and Drive Angry in one night.
Drive Angry.
Drive
I
Angry
love.
is a Nick Cage movie.
I love everything about Drive Angry.
I don't think I've seen Drive Angry.
You weren't there that night? Oh.
No.
Imagine Nicolas Cage
The-
quite literally
Angry.
driving a car out of hell.
yes.
I
That's
do remember
how the-
you guys talking about
That's
it.
how the
Yes.
movie starts.
I remember you guys talking about this.
There
but
is
no,
a
I
scene
never saw
where
it.
he simultaneously has sex and is in a gunfight.
Yep. There's a death where is it Nick Cage who gets smashed with it? Because he can't die, right? Like somebody pushes an air conditioner out a window on top of his head, and then he has to
Wait,
driver.
he can't die?
Yes, because he's
Well, he's
demon
already
from hell.
dead.
He's already dead. But somehow there are cars
What is the
in hell.
plot of this movie? I'm
He has
just
to- he has to-
curious.
He's dead.
He
Okay.
leaves hell
But
to
in
save
hell,
his daughter.
he sees that someone is trying to kill or rape or something his daughter.
Okay.
So he very angrily
Drives out.
drives
Of hell.
out of hell
He-
in a
by-
hell car.
But there's like a bridge that's broken, and he has to like. This is the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He has to drive this muscle car from hell over this jump to get back into real Earth.
Does
And-
this count as a racing movie?
I wish.
I don't
No.
know.
But yes, he gets an air conditioner pushed on his head, and then he like can't talk, and he's trying to save his daughter. He's like, because his head is smashed.
Yeah, see if this is on
This movie is
somewhere.
wild.
It is wild. And then we watched. I think we watched that first, and we were all hyped up.
What was the M.
and
Night
then we watched
Shyamalan movie?
Knowing and went, oh.
The Happening.
that was bad.
The Happening.
Is that the one where they like live in the woods and then they come out and there's like modern civilization?
No, that's The Village. I never
No,
saw
that's
that
The
one.
Village.
I thought that was The Village that we watched.
The worst one of his movies is
We did not watch the Plant movie
Lady
at
in the
my
Pool
house.
or whatever that one is.
Oh yeah,
Lady in the Lake?
Lady in the Water. I think.
Lady
it
in the
is.
Water.
I saw that in a theater, and it made me so angry that I had spent money on it.
Yeah, it's Lady in the Water.
Why would you watch
I
that?
think I went with Joanna, maybe. I don't remember why.
God damn it,
I don't
Joanna.
remember why we did that.
What the hell?
All right, I forgot the one guy has just a jacked right arm and like his left arm's just a regular arm. His right arm's super like jacked.
Are we talking about real life wrestling?
Lady in the Water.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. All right, well, this is not. None of these movies are what we watched. It's
No.
Invincible.
Yeah, let's-
Jesus Christ.
Let's
We haven't seen each other in 2 weeks, so let's talk about anything else.
Yep.
Did you see Invincible, Bill? Anywhere?
I did. It was either a TV movie
Oh,
or
right,
a
right,
stream
right.
because it was like a random watch, but it was.
Yeah, I
I
can
have
see this
seen it.
being a solid TNT. 2:00 in the afternoon, you fall asleep,
Yeah.
you wake up at the climax, you're good.
I don't think it'd be on TNT though.
It was.
They know drama.
I feel like this was a stream though. Like maybe Jared and I watched it years ago or
Yeah,
something.
That would make sense.
Jared, welcome to getting mentioned on a podcast. Jared.
Yeah.
All right. Invincible, you picked it, Wally.
Yep. So let's jump right in with the budget. What do you guys think this was budgeted for? This is a 2006 movie with Mark Wahlberg and Elizabeth Banks.
She's great. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really else.
Elizabeth Banks is the best part of this movie.
Nobody really else in here. Yeah, this is a girl of your dreams. It's a random ass Giants fan bartender.
Yeah.
Who's looking for love with weird guys.
Yeah, it's
This
perfect.
This works for you.
Yeah.
33 million.
Okay.
This is budget.
Budget.
Because they got to make it old. They got to break out some old.
25 million.
Ryan, you're closest. It's 40 million.
Okay.
Shit. All right. Yeah, because you got to have all the old shit.
What do you think the box office for this was?
It had to be bad.
No, it was pretty good.
No.
It was 40 million budget.
40 million budget.
80 million.
Okay.
It's 55 million.
Ryan wins again. It is $58 million.
Okay.
It bombed.
It
Did
made its
not
money
do
back.
Good.
No way. Not with marketing.
It made its money back. 40 million to 58 million.
I doubt it.
So my first note says sepia tone, which means either Mexico current day or 1970s USA.
Those two things are equal.
The credits show what a shithole Philadelphia is.
Well, yep, no problems there.
Yep. And then we start with the Eagles playing the Bengals in December of
That's how
1975.
Rocky starts too, showing how bad Philadelphia is.
In the 70s, yeah, it was a shithole. I mean, crowd is booing because
A little
the
pathetic.
Eagles are losing 31-0
To the Bengals.
to the
Ugh.
Bengals. The 1970
In the
Bengals.
70s.
Yeah, this is before Boomer.
Marky Mark is the only one trying to cheer them on still. His name is actually Vince Papali.
Papelia. Right?
Pipoli?
Papali.
Pimpele.
Paps.
Uh,
Oh, you got robot armed in the head.
everybody's yelling at the team. They're calling them bums, everything, blah, blah, blah. Skip to summer of 76, and we see a parking lot game where Vince is he shows up late, and then he starts.
What is this parking lot game where they
It's-
kill each other on pavement?
So it's
And cars.
it's-
They smash each other into cars.
Into their own cars.
And why is this
Oh.
fun?
he ripped that away from the defender. Watch the replay.
Who did? Vince Papelia?
But no, so
On the
it's
bench again?
it's his bar versus another bar. I'm pretty sure, and they just got a running like weekly game probably or
Yeah.
something like that.
Is it the bar versus the bar? A bar people that work there versus patrons?
No, it was 2 different bars for sure.
I do like when
What?
they're just like, let's just do the one where we give it to Vince and he runs by everybody.
It's my note. God damn you,
You
Bill.
step-
Well, why are you taking so long to get there?
Yeah.
So
Apparently, the guy recovers a fucking fumble and it's over. And then he makes the team. We win.
Marky Mark, Vince shows up late,
Spin a wheel, make a deal.
and then Tommy, I believe, says, "Let's run the play where Vince just kind of runs by everybody."
Oh, he missed it.
So the thing is, he does kind of run by people. He gets tackled, but they don't score any points while he's in the game.
It doesn't seem that way, though.
They seem to get super happy that he's there, and they do a little better. But no, they don't put any points up. They seem to have lost that game. Anyways, Vince gets double teamed and he fights through it, but then has to run the safety down after an interception. And he just like pushes him into the cars that are lining.
Yeah.
What a dick. Why do people like this guy?
Because that's a great fucking tackle.
Can you
let's be
imagine being
honest.
blasted into a car?
I would
That would not
like
feel
that.
good.
I love it that it's the safety's car too. Like he gets knocked into it,
It's
and
my
it's like, oh, my
car."
fucking car.
Oh.
All right, so Vince then goes home, and his wife yells at him because he's a substitute teacher and a bartender. He then goes to school the next day, but his class is not his class anymore, and he gets fired.
Ouch.
Yeah. Dick Vermeil gets introduced on TV as the new head coach of the Eagles.
Dick Vermeil.
Where was he coaching in college previous to this?
UCLA.
Yeah, okay.
Greg Kinnear. Greg Kinnear.
What do I
in
know
a-
Greg Kinnear
a
Yeah,
as?
million-
what do I know him
a
from?
I mean, he's
million
in everything.
I know his
But-
name.
You've
Was he
got
24?
mail. Little Miss Sunshine.
No, that was Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah,
As good as it gets. Those are his major
As good as it
ones.
gets. Okay. And what was the other one you said? Little Miss Sunshine?
Little Miss Sunshine.
Who was he in that?
Richard Hoover. I think he was the dad.
Oh, and the grandfather was the weird one, but he was
Oh.
the regular dad.
Right.
Yeah.
So many things.
I feel like he's on TV too.
Oh, every TV show I think he was in. He was in House of Cards for 7 episodes.
So was the one friend there. Well, except he had a big role in House of Cards.
Kevin Spacey? I don't think he's in this movie.
No, not Kevin Spacey. The friend whose brother
Kevin
died in
Lawrence?
Vietnam.
Mm.
Anyways, so Vince goes to the bar, and he asks Max if he can get some more shifts. And Max is like, "Why?" And he's like, "Dude, don't make me say it." So he's like, "Oh yeah, fine." But he tells him that he's got his cousin coming down from New York who's going to take some extra shifts too. The gang then sees Dick Vermeil make the announcement about open tryouts. I think Tommy tells Vince that he should go down and try out. Instead, Vince goes home, finds his door wide open, and his wife is gone.
Yeah, who they had a little tiff earlier, but
Yeah, because he's a loser.
then he loses it.
Yep, he starts breaking a bunch of shit. Which there's not much to break in his house.
He's got walls.
Where's he finding shit to break?
His walls to break.
Yeah.
He's ripping the sconces off the walls. Like the lights.
Yeah, we got a little scene about Dick talking to his wife about the open tryouts.
Who
He's like,
was his
"Am I
wife?
crazy?"
What has she been in?
I don't think
recognize
she.
her.
I don't think
I
I
didn't
knew her.
recognize her at all. So
Paige Turco.
yeah, no, even
She's
the name.
from
help either.
what is she in? Oh my God! Of course, she's April fucking O'Neil. That's where I know her from.
Oh.
It was April O'Neil.
In 2?
2 and
Secret of the
3.
Ooze?
2 and 3.
Okay.
How about that?
I'm going to have to give her a quick Google.
How about that?
You
Good
gotta
for-
think about it. Hold
That's
on.
amazing. April O'Neil. Wow. I knew her from something.
I did
From
not put those
2?
together.
Yeah.
She does not look the same at all. I
It's
gotta
her.
Look this
It's
up.
her.
Um.
I looked it up. It is her.
All right. Anyways, so they talk about the open tryouts. Then Vince goes to the bar and he meets Elizabeth Banks, who is a Giants fan. She starts talking shit about the Eagles immediately, which made me laugh. The unemployed friend, who I think his name was Johnny, starts talking some shit and he gets kicked out of the bar. Tommy's like Vince's best friend. He talks about how shitty all their lives are, And he's trying to convince Vince to go down to the tryout. You know, even if you're down there for an hour, you're down there. That's
Yeah, why
that's
not?
something.
Give
You're
it
out
a
in the field.
shot.
Yeah. So Vince then goes to talk to his dad about losing his wife, and he asks him for some money for rent. His dad tells him maybe it's not such a good idea to go to the tryouts. Don't really get your hopes up, that kind of thing. Then we get the news reporter showing the crowd of guys who are waiting to try out, and it's just a sea of bums. And it's a super laughable scene of just awfulness, is what I said.
Why did they not cut all of these guys?
Just send the guy in the cape
sooner.
home right away.
Run a 40-yard dash under 5 seconds. If you
Oh.
don't, you're out.
Your person is Dick Vermeil's wife,
Right.
not Vince Papali's wife.
No. Dick Vermeil's wife.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Papali's
No.
wife.
Paige Turco. Dick Vermeil's wife. You were talking about Dick Vermeil's wife.
I was talking about Dick Vermeil's wife.
That's what I meant. Not
Oh,
I thought you were
Vince's.
talking about when he went home and she wasn't
No,
there.
no.
Okay.
Sharon Papali. That still doesn't even look like.
Not Sharon Papali though.
No, yeah, he's talking about Paige Turco.
Yeah.
Who was Vermeil's wife.
She still doesn't look like
Carol
April
Vermeil.
O'Neil.
Yeah, she does.
It's
She
her.
looks like her.
It's her with long hair. Long straight hair. I guess she had curly hair in T2.
Yeah,
And she had short hair in T3.
yeah.
Short brown hair.
Yeah.
Something about her eyes look different though. Whatever. Which tab is it?
We are all over the place.
Yeah,
tonight.
we are. So there.
Which tab is
we're
it?
si-
We have a week off and we're all fucked up. Bob.
We get a montage of all the terrible players trying out, doing different drills and stuff like that. Dick meets some of his actual players, and they joke around like, you really need to do this?" He's like, "Well, we had the 32nd worst defense, and our offense wasn't much better, so everybody's gonna have to earn their spot."
You all suck.
Yeah. Vince has just been waiting in the 40-yard dash line for like 15 minutes of a scene. Like,
Yep.
just waiting. Then he's finally up, and he clocks in a fast enough time for Dick to say, "Throw him a few balls." He's blowing past the defense, catching every ball. Finally, the coaches tell everybody that it's over, and people start complaining. They're like, "What? It's not." And Vince just walks off. He's like, "Yep, this is dumb. We're done."
Yeah.
He goes to his car, and his car won't start. So he opens the hood, and when he closes it, Dick Vermeil, standing right there, tells Vince that he ran a 4.540, which, that's pretty
For a wide
pretty
receiver, it's
fast.
not super good, but back then it probably was.
Yeah. They have an instant rapport. Like they
I do like the.
got like.
Can I ask how old you are?
What'd you
Sure. Can I ask how old you are?
say? Oh yeah. He doesn't answer.
Uh,
Who? Colts played the Browns.
Yeah.
yeah, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Real who cares game.
It was the best game of the week, though.
Then
39-38.
Browns are 4-2. Shocking.
we go to the bar, and Vince is just standing there filling up some pitchers. Everybody's watching the news, and the news announced that one local son from South Philly has made the team. His name is Vince Papali, and they all go crazy.
Yeah. Now he hasn't made the team so much as he's invited to training camp.
Correct. That is what they say. Again, Elizabeth gets into it with the other guys
Tyrod.
about
Look at
the
that
Giants
pass.
versus Eagles. What'd you say?
Tyrod Taylor,
Oh, my God.
7-14,
We're,
big victory.
oh, my God.
Come on, I'll keep going. What are you doing?
Oh, my
So-
God.
She's naming her favorite Giants. Vince names his favorite Eagle. And it's weird, right? Because he's going to be playing with the guy, or is this an older?
I think this is an older guy. I think this is
Okay.
like from his youth.
Okay.
Like
Because
you would say,
how weird would it have been for him to name a player on the team and then be like, "Yeah, I'm going to go play with this guy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Vince and Elizabeth are flirting a lot. What is her name in this movie?
Who cares?
Elizabeth Banks, I think.
Okay.
Elizabeth, thanks.
Max then makes a toast to Vince. Then he takes him outside.
Janet is her name.
Janet. Then he takes him outside to give him some money and pour a little faith in him. Max then tells Vince to walk Elizabeth home because she's wearing Giants gear and she's going home. And it's late at night, and they're in South Philly. Like, she would die.
She might.
She might. Don't do
No,
that.
no. Like, that was a legitimate she would die, yes.
Yeah.
That wasn't me being sarcastic.
Don't
No.
do that.
And then all of a sudden, a news reporter shows up. Vince doesn't want to do an interview, but Max tells him to do it, so he does. Elizabeth makes him do the interview. So then they walk home together after the interview. Vince gets a call from Max telling him it's going to be on soon, so he goes over to his neighbor. And he's like, hey, you mind if I just watch some TV real quick? And she's like, sure. And then she's in the kitchen making food for him.
Oh my God.
And she goes, Vince, they just said your name. Oh my God, my neighbor's famous. I like this lady. She might be my unsung MVP.
She's very nice.
So later on, Dick and his wife are talking about how vicious the Philly fans can be.
True.
And we got the snowballs being thrown at Santa reference.
Always they talk about it.
Gotta
of
have
course.
that.
We see the next day, Vince goes for an early morning run. He comes back to his house for about 2 minutes and then turns around and goes right back out for another run. Now Vince gets home again. This time it's nighttime. So he went for a, 12-hour run?
Probably only
Yes.
like 10.
Only 10?
Yeah, I think probably only he probably ran like a double marathon.
No.
Just run forever.
Just a double marathon the day before you go on a training camp.
This reminded me of like Rocky, where he just runs for no reason for hours in the first one.
Well, you got to get the endurance up, duh. Vince.
Yeah, you're going to 2 days. You got to be ready.
Oh, his friend's there. The one whose name I don't know. The one with the brother who died in Vietnam. He tells Vince good luck because he never said it to his brother who died in Vietnam before he left. Then the next day, Vince goes to training camp. He's the first one there. He even beats the equipment manager. Finds his locker and he says his name is spelled wrong, and the equipment manager goes, by the time I get to it, is it really going to matter, man?
Yeah, you're getting cut.
Fair point.
Basically. Everybody starts showing up, and Vince hides the note from his ex that she left him when she left him. He hides it in his locker.
Yeah, at this point he keeps reading it, but it won't let us see what it is.
Yeah. Dick tells the team everyone has sucked, and everyone will earn their spot on the team. No favorites. Except he kind of plays favorites with Vince, doesn't he?
He sure. That's the way they make it look.
Yeah,
That's
when
for
they
sure.
want to cut him at one point, and he's like, nah, we need toughness.
Then we get a training camp drills montage. Vince catches a crossing route, and he takes it all the way to the house instead of just stopping his run once he gets past his defender. At the end of the practice, he jogs off the field, and all the veterans do not like him. They're like, dude, it's the first day. Like, stop it.
Yeah,
Making us look
You're
bad.
gonna make the real players look bad.
Yeah. One of the vets then finds the note that Vince's ex left him while Vince is on the phone, and Elizabeth had sent him a care package that had a Giants shirt in it. He thanks
love
her,
this.
and he then asks her out.
Mm.
Then we get an Oklahoma drill. Is that what these are called, right?
Yep, they're not fun.
Oh, I thought this was Nutcrackers. This is Oklahoma.
Well,
Oklahoma is the one where you try to get by a guy and tackle a running back and very, very close.
Okay. That's,
Okay.
okay, you're right. I'm thinking of something different.
Nutcrackers are when
It's just
you,
two guys hitting each other.
Two
right?
guys. I'm pretty sure it's been a while.
they just line up next to each other or across from each other.
I want to say it's one where you either line up across. There's another one that really sucks. It's
The one I'm thinking of, it's two guys that
I
like.
think you just go head to head.
Yeah, it's one. It's like two lines, and you like take your spot, and then you crush each other, and
Yeah.
then the next two step
But
up.
there was another one that really sucked. It was like somebody starts on like the end zone and runs down the sideline, and you have to work on your angle. So you have your back turned to them, but you have to run and chase them down. That one also sucks. That one also sucks.
You have your back.
Like you are a defender waiting
Okay.
for the whistle to blow so you can turn and
Oh,
get used to like running in a lane
I got
to
you.
like chase people down or do kickoffs or whatever.
So you can't see where they are.
You can't
on
see
the
where they are,
field
and then
until
you
the
have to,
whistle
like,
blows.
Turn and take your proper lane to catch them. And
Gotcha.
it also sucks.
Well, this is an Oklahoma drill,
Yeah,
and
the worst.
fuck, there we go. Vince gets leveled like 2 times, something like that. And the guy tells Vince that his ex was right about him. So he gets up and starts a fight with the guy. Number 53, or 57,
Right,
The
because he becomes
middle
back. He's
linebacker
like
or
the
something like
he's the
that.
bad guy of the movie.
kind of. Vince then goes on his date with Elizabeth. And first round of cuts, and Vince is all packed to go home, but the knock on his door never comes.
Yeah.
We see that the union could go on strike.
Which isn't him, but it's like all of his friends.
Yeah, his friends, his dad. The news then goes to Vince making it past the first cut. All the guys at the bar, they really need him to make the team. They're all like just watching the news, just like it's either talking about the strike or it's talking about Vince trying to make the team.
It's that little bit of
Little bit of hope.
normalcy and hope that they can get through their shit.
Yeah. Vince is put on special teams, but he's losing all the races down the sideline to the vets. So he goes into the equipment room and he gets some quarterback pads because he can't run in the regular pads.
Which these on all of them, and this is just the way it is now versus in the 70s. But the pads were massive that he was wearing.
Oh yeah. Also, Mark Wahlberg is a smaller guy. He's
not tall.
short. He's 5'8",
He's very
supposedly. Build at 5'8".
Yeah.
Vince Papale was like 6'2".
short. He was a big guy.
He was big, yeah.
I do like there because it's the same equipment manager. And he's like, you can't wear QB pads. He's like, is it gonna matter?
Yeah. I did like the little callback. So he goes back out onto the field, and this time he's hanging in there right with the vets. He taps the thing right there with them. In wide receiver drills, he gets upended badly, and honest to God, it looks like he hyperextends his knee on this.
Oh yeah, this is
It looked gross, but he gets back up after a second. And then he's inside the locker room when he overhears two coaches talking about the center, who needs to work on his weak side blocking, I think it was.
He's like hiding his injury.
Yeah, he's hiding his injury. He sneaks in to wrap up his torso with medical tape. Coach Dick Vermeil comes in. He sees him putting on the tape, but he just walks out instead. And then we see Tommy and Vince's dad are now on the picket line. Vince is at the bar. And he's getting some soup from Elizabeth, and he asks her out again. Johnny starts talking shit again because he's a depressed asshole. We cut to Vince and Elizabeth on their date. Vince gets recognized, but says he shouldn't be getting involved with anybody at this time. He's got to focus on, this thing at this time.
He's probably right.
Which, yeah, he is. And she's like,
no, he's wrong.
plays
You're
it
trying to maybe make a team, or you get her. You're wrong here, Vince.
Okay.
You're not going to make this team anyway.
He also just got divorced. I mean,
Yeah, he just got
Like,
divorced.
that's
She
true.
just moved to town.
yeah, you might need to take it a little bit slower.
Yeah. Because the other thing is, Johnny does call him out. He's like, "Oh, you're moving fast, aren't you? You just got divorced," and like a real dickhead. But
Why is he friends with Johnny again?
They just
they've
been
known each
friends
other
forever.
for too long.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Look,
Look at where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, basically. So Elizabeth plays it off like it wasn't a date, and then she's like, I'm going to go head to the bar. Max says he might need help. So their date ends very abruptly. Vince goes back to camp, and he walks into his room, and all this time he's had a room to himself. Now he's got the center who he overheard the coaches talk. Sorry, he overheard the coaches talking about it. He's got the center as a roommate now.
I love the center.
The center's like, yeah, I hate you, but don't take it personally. I hate everybody. So
He
It's a
teaches him
booty
how
line.
to do Oklahomas.
yep, and he
Yeah, he's like, I'm sick and tired of watching you get killed,
Yeah.
basically.
tells him to watch the knuckles in a 3-point stance, and to lose the giant shirt in his closet.
He
like
went
that.
through his stuff.
Yeah.
I like the center. MVP potentially for me.
All right. We get team running suicides, and then Vince in the Oklahoma drill again uses the knuckles trick to get a tackle twice, but then he gets pancaked on the third one. And the crowd starts clapping as the Eagles leave the field, which, why is there a crowd at training camp? I guess that's
They're always
That's normal,
They're always
yeah.
Yeah,
there.
there would be.
Eagles jogging off the field. Then we go to the bar, and the guys are watching the news, seeing preseason highlights. With Vince still there, he's still making the team, or he's not getting cut, making it past second, third, fourth, fifth rounds of cut. And then Vince is waiting back at his dad's place for him to get home from the strike. And he tells him that he's going to get some more shifts back at the bar. His dad's like, "Oh, they finally let you go," and he's like, "No, but it's coming." He's very down on himself, and his dad tells him about his like one of his favorite Eagles memories, and Vince has heard it plenty of times before, but dad's like, "Well, that one thing got me through, like your mom dying of cancer, like that one sports thing got me through all that. So don't give up. Like, sports can get you through the hardest things in life."
That touchdown got me through
Yeah.
30 years at the factory.
Yeah.
Got me
Basically-
through all those times your mother being sick. When I told you not to get your hopes up, didn't mean that I wasn't.
Yep.
Right. I was wrong to say don't get your hopes up.
Dick is in his coaches meeting talking about the last wide receiver spot. All the coaches go around the table and they say Sampson over Papali. One guy says Sampson, but it's closer than I thought. Dick kind of says something like, but he's got heart. And the coaches are like, yeah, but like you can do that next year. Just get through this one. So Dick's wife comes by with the kids. He tells her that they're thinking about letting Papali go. She's like, I thought you made the decisions. He's like, yeah, but and she's like, he's the guy that you said you could build a team around. He's like, all right,
Build a team around this guy's.
Yeah.
What?
That's where you start.
Maybe he has the attitude you want, but
First pick.
Yeah,
build
man.
a team around.
First pick.
There's always locker room presence, guys.
You
There's
can always
always locker
You
room
can always
presence,
find a
guys.
guy with talent and athleticism. But those guys are usually too flashy.
Is that the thing?
I think so.
And she says, character's tested when you're put up against it. He's like, well, he's got plenty of characters. She goes, no, I'm talking about you. Like,
Yeah, I was talking about
Nice.
him.
Great job, April O'Neil.
yeah. Vince is waiting at his locker with his playbook. The coach tells him to go see Dick. He goes to see Dick. He asks Coach how he's doing, because Dick's like, hey, how you doing, Vince? He goes, I'm good. How you doing, Coach? And to me, it was that question that made Dick change his mind. He was like, you know what?
Oh, it was that?
I think it was that little question by Vince asking how Coach was doing, that Dick was like, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. Vince slides his playbook over to him, and Dick slides it right back to him. He's made the team. So next scene, he's sitting on his car with the hood up, and Tommy comes by with his tools to help fix the car. He's looking at the car and he's like, hey buddy, you sure this thing won't start? And Vince is just laughing, and Tommy's like, you better not be fucking with me. Like I'll kill you. You better not be screwing with me. And Vince has made the Philadelphia Eagles. They're about to drive away, and Vince asks him how he's doing with the strike, and Tommy says he's good now. Everybody's going crazy for him, and the whole place is packed. Everybody's got a smile on their face. Vince's dad and his guys show up. Vince sends over a pitcher to Johnny, who's still acting like a jerk. And now we get the home opener versus
we're doing it.
The Dallas Cowboys,
Mm.
who I believe were NFC champions that year.
He just said that
Or
like
the
the
reigning-
Ohio State University.
Reigning NFC champions there.
Yeah.
You are a Buckeyes fan, aren't you?
I have no cares about college football.
So,
Like,
yes.
I give no
That means
shits about
yes.
college football. Johnny's still a jerk. Okay. Locker room is dead silent before the game. Everybody's getting ready. One dude, the 57, is just staring daggers at Vince while he gets ready. He's like, just like hulking out, kind of shaking. Vince then throws up in a stall. He hears somebody else do the same. Dick walks out, and they both claim that it was the food. We get their run out. They run out from the Dallas Cowboys side. Actually, they get they run out the wrong tunnel for this scene because the sun was too bright. So they're running out from the Dallas side. They're actually on Dallas's home side of the as well, because again, sun was too bright. Obviously, they come out to booze, and then the glorious Dallas Cowboys and Tom Landry, reigning NFC champions, come out.
Wow.
Staubach, Ed Too Tall Jones, and Randy White come out for the coin toss. Philly will kick first, so Vince goes right out there for kickoff duty.
Not a
He's
great start.
He's running down the field. He's got a beat on the returner, but he hesitates and he gets absolutely crushed by a block. It looks beautiful.
Huh.
Vince gets back to the bench and Dick just chews him out. He's like, "I put my neck out there for you."
Yeah, he froze
He
up.
misses one tackle.
Yeah, but he froze up.
And
he
they
had
ma-
a shot. And he
They
didn't
make it
take
seem like it's the worst thing ever.
He stops running and
Okay.
He like breaks down.
breaks down at like the 20-yard line and then gets crushed by the There's no way that happened in real life, but whatever.
No.
Nobody. He goes over, sits down by the bench, and the one guy who is kind of sitting near him stands up and walks away. Nobody wants to be near him.
He's like a modern day Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Nope, he's not.
Then we
not
got
that
Staubach to Pearson for a touchdown, and the good guys cruise to a victory. Oh, yes, the Cowboys cruise to a victory. Yes,
You own this movie, Eagles fan Wally.
Yes.
Eagles fan Wally.
Depressed. Well, it's also kind of fun to watch a movie where the Eagles are fucking terrible, and they are terrible for this whole movie.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
And the only game that they win is against the Giants. So either way, it makes me
I don't
laugh
know
the
if you
whole
want
time.
me to defend the Giants and say that they're not terrible, but they are absolutely awful.
All
They
right,
have won
so-
Super Bowls more recently than the Cowboys, but
That's fair.
they are awful right now.
Then we
Present
get
day.
a depressed montage of Vince and things at the strike. Vince goes to see Elizabeth and he apologizes about the other date. And then he's in a team meeting and he's not paying attention. He drives around Philly and he sees a handmade Papali jersey, so he goes to the bar pickup game. Now he's just sitting in his car and watching. He's not going out to play. So Johnny comes over to talk to him. He says, "I don't know about the Eagles, but your buddies could sure use your help right now." Vince says, "I got a game this weekend." Well, no shit, you got a game this weekend. It's the second week of the season.
Maybe don't play football on asphalt with cars as the barrier.
No.
It's not on asphalt.
Gotta
It's
get
on
back to
mud.
your roots.
It's on grass. It's
Yeah,
on
no,
mud.
there's no grass. It is just mud.
Yeah,
Because
well,
it
yes,
appears they
yes.
only play when there's a downpour. Also.
So Johnny goes back to play. It starts to rain, and this is when Vince goes and joins the game. not when it wasn't raining. Only after it starts raining, and you get definitely more chance of getting injured. Seems smart. Vince gets tackled at one point, and he yells out. And the first time I watched the movie, I honestly thought he got injured. I was like, oh, he got injured.
That would have been a great story. His friends ruined it for him.
Yeah. Max does look concerned, like, oh my God, he got hurt. And then he's like, nah, I'm good, man. Whatever. It's like, well, that's fucking stupid. And then Johnny scores a touchdown. And
I hate Johnny.
slow motion Johnny is not a flattering thing for him. He looks, he doesn't look good.
I'm fairly confident I wouldn't look great in slow motion either.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Vince and Elizabeth talk, and then he kisses her. And then pushes his way inside, and they have some sexy time.
They've been waiting for it for so long.
Yes. 3 weeks. Oh, no. Probably
months.
like 2 months. Yeah, that's fair. That is a long time. Dick and his wife talk about something. I don't know.
About time traveling with Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep. Eagles versus Giants home opener. Elizabeth takes Vince's season ticket, and she shows up in all Giants gear.
Love it.
She's just egging on those Eagles fans.
I've done Red Sox gear at Yankee Stadium. I'm for it.
Yeah. I would love to do Cowboys stuff at Giant Stadium. That'd be fun. But Dick gives a pretty good pump-up speech. Vince looks at the note from his ex one last time and then rips it up. Oh, by the way, this note says something like, "You're a loser. You're never gonna
You'll
amount
never
to something.
amount to
You'll,
anything.
you'll never make money." That
Yeah.
kind of shit.
And this is what he motivates himself with.
Yeah. So they go out to the field, and kickoff unit is out there right away. Vince is on the field, and he fights through 2 blocks to make a tackle before pointing up to his friends who are in the crowd. Points to where his seats are. He gets back to the bench, and the center gives him a big hug since he's really the only guy who kind of likes him.
Yeah, who doesn't hate him?
Yeah. Then we get a montage of the game. It's a shit show because both teams are fucking terrible. Giants score 1 touchdown, and Elizabeth starts riling the crowd up. Another kickoff, and Vince makes a one-handed tackle while being held. This was a pretty impressive tackle.
Special team. He's Matthew Slater.
Yeah. The crowd starts...
Virtually impossible, but okay.
Wait, who's who?
Matthew Slater. He's been on the Patriots for like a decade, and he plays like just special teams.
So the crowd starts getting behind the team, and even the players are like, what? Because they haven't heard cheering in forever. Vince starts getting double teamed on special teams now. And let's cut to the fourth quarter. It's late in the fourth quarter. I believe the game is probably tied. Oh, damn. I think the game is tied. And the Eagles come up just short by inches late in the fourth quarter. They're deep in their own half, so Dick calls for a tight punt. So they get set up, and Vince notices something. He notices the Giants players are in their 3-point stance. The colors in the knuckles.
Yeah,
so
the center taught him.
Yeah, they're leaning back. They're not coming after him. So he checks down. He tries to get the captain to check the play. Eventually, the captain calls a check on the play to get so Vince is able to break on the ball or break on hike.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many checks are happening during punts? But okay.
Yeah.
And why would you be so upset, Dick Vermeil, if somebody checked?
Because
It's
you
a different
punt.
You want
It's a punt.
you
It's
think
Just run the normal
Yeah,
coverage.
it's always just a punt.
because you think they're deep in their own zone, their own half. It's late in the game. There's a good chance that the Giants are going to bring everything at you. So there's a better chance that they're going to get a block punt there than they would anywhere else. So I get it. That's why you'd be a little upset. But so Vince gets a great break on the ball. He makes his way downfield and he forces a fumble. And he picks the ball up. All of this in slow motion. And we get a very iconic Papali's at the 40, 30, 20.
Which they've been saying the whole movie in the
Yeah.
bar.
And he scores a touchdown, and the crowd goes wild for him. And then we get some grainy footage from the actual 1970s.
Yeah.
We see that Vince played 3
Wait, are you
seasons.
sure it's not in Mexico?
No,
Was
because
this
this
in
is grainy.
sepia tones?
This is grainy footage.
Oh, grainy.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Vince played 3 seasons with the Eagles. In 80-81, Dick brought the Eagles to the Super Bowl. And then we get the actual footage of Papali's touchdown, which shows a much different play.
Yes.
Basically, the Giants player ran into his own punt returner,
As you do sometimes.
as Giants players do sometimes.
Yeah.
The ball then bounces closer to the end zone, where Papali picks it up at about the 5-yard line
Yep.
Yeah.
and runs it in.
And not in slow motion either.
Not in slow motion. Yeah, he doesn't make a tackle at any point. He doesn't get on the ground. He just picks the ball up and runs.
I bet you he had some tackles in his career.
Oh yeah. But and I guess he only had 1 catch in his career, which was the last completion by their great quarterback that they had at the time.
Jaworski.
Yeah. No.
Ron
no.
Jaworski? No,
Not that one.
Donovan McNabb.
Yes, Donovan McNabb. Yes, that's correct.
That's got to be it.
But yeah, that's Invincible.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it was fun.
There's some problems with the portrayal of this because there was no all-out tryout. This guy actually played, Vince Papale played amateur football and was discovered by Vermeil and asked to join. So it wasn't like a...
They did an open tryout, though. I
Did
thought.
they? It says that he was discovered not from an open tryout.
But I think they still did an open tryout.
He lied about his age, becoming the oldest rookie at 30 years old. He played in the WFL.
So you're saying if I were to become a rookie in the NFL right now, I would be the oldest rookie?
I bet you would be. Since
Maybe.
you're 45 years old.
I could be a kicker.
The other thing is he was already good at special teams.
Did you say I was 45?
You're 45.
We've been talking about this all night.
Yeah, we've been talking about it all night.
You
Uh,
basically snuck that in there without me noticing.
That's twice that happened to you tonight.
Yeah, Jesus.
The Dick Vermeil coached the Eagles from 1976 to 1982. Then he became an announcer and didn't coach for 15 years. And in 1997, he became the St. Louis Rams coach after being out for 15 years and won the Super Bowl with them in 1999, which is insane.
That
Do
is
not
insane.
do a job for 15 years and then come back and win the Super Bowl. And then cry a lot about it. All right. Quote Mountain. Are there any quote?
Nope. First, we're going to go to
Oh,
an eBay
Yeah, we
no, I
war.
almost forgot.
Yes. So, it's in there now.
It's in there
Okay.
now.
Okay.
It is a Vince Papale Invincible signed autographed Eagles green custom jersey JSA COA.
So this came out after the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that says there? Yes. Okay.
This autographed jersey has been personally signed by the athlete and is 100% authentic. All items include the Certificate of Authenticity, COA, hologram, and matching card if applicable. This is a stock item. The one you will receive will be of equal. The one you will receive will be of equal quality to the one pictured. This is
Words
a
are hard.
XL sized, non-branded, custom stitched jersey.
Wow.
So not an authentic jersey necessarily. Like this isn't his jersey. This is just
No,
what he
this
signed.
is just one that he signed.
Just a jersey.
Yes.
Mm.
Let's see.
Mm.
It is tied 6-6, and Ryan had the most recent.
So Ryan first.
Ryan first.
You're good at
All right.
autographs. Better than I.
Vince Papale, he's not a major guy, but jerseys are expensive, so give me $1.80.
And this is probably after the movie. Give me $2.50. Oh wow.
Double over.
Yep, double over. Ryan, you got a second guess?
Don't say $1. Don't say.
$88.50.
What was your first guess?
Like 180, I think.
Yeah.
180. And when you said 88 now,
Yeah.
120.
Eh.
Wow.
Ouch, Papelli.
I thought you were the expert at these autographs. I should just go. What
All
would
right.
I pay for it? That's what I should.
$60.
$10.
So, Bill wins.
Right.
Ryan was closer, but Bill wins.
Oh.
I just wasn't going double over again.
Oh.
It was $59 even.
Okay. 50.
What
And you said
the hell?
$60.
God damn it. $1 over.
Winner back on top. I think I'm the champ now.
You are beating me 9-7.
Killing you.
I'm beating Ryan though.
Well, who doesn't? Who
Yeah.
doesn't?
You didn't for a while until today.
So it's Ryan's at 6 and Bill is at 7.
So I'm beating Ryan. I'm beating you soundly, and I am crushing Wally.
Yeah.
You're up by 1. What do you mean soundly?
Soundly. Like, I'll just say now, I'm beating you so much, I'll go first next time. No problem.
Okay. Thanks for doing me that favor, you fucking dick. That's how the game works. All right, give me a quote, Mountain.
I think it's the equipment manager.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I'm good with that.
What was it?
It's
Nothing personal. Excuse me, my name's spelled wrong. Nothing personal. By the time I'm through with this, is it really going to matter? Or do you want to go inspirational?
what was the inspirational one? Maybe his dad?
His dad. That touchdown got me through 30 years at the factory. Got me through all those times your mother being sick. When I told you not to get your hopes up. Didn't mean that I wasn't. Also, always the one that sticks out to me is the, how old are you? Do you mind if I ask how old you are? No, I don't mind. How old are you?
Was he older than Dick Vermeil?
I don't think so.
No, but they
Okay.
were closer in age than...
Then yeah.
I don't. This must be from the tryouts because there's one that says TV anchor. This is even stupider than I'm used
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
That was good. That's a good one. Maybe that's Quote Mountain.
All right.
I vote for that for Quote Mountain.
Yeah.
This is even stupider than I'm used to.
Hmm.
Stupider than I'm used
TV anchor.
to. So who's our MVP?
Elizabeth Banks, Giants fan.
Center. Throw away that Giant shirt. I'm sick of seeing you get beat up. I do hate you, but I also hate everybody. Center.
Wally. Marky Mark.
Dick Vermeil.
Dick Vermeil. Greg Kinnear.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Okay.
I think I would go Dick Vermeil.
You can convince me to go Dick Vermeil.
Elizabeth Banks, that's another good one though. But
She is good. I especially like
She's
her
not
in the
bad.
Giants game.
She's yeah. You just have a crush on her.
I mean, she's.
well, I
also
mean, have
very
you seen
pretty.
her?
She is an attractive girl, of course.
She's good in this. I'm going Dick. I'll go with Dick.
Dick's
Vermeil.
fine.
All right,
We'll
Dick
go Dick
Vermeil it
Vermeil.
is. I don't think I spelled that right, but whatever.
It's fine. We'll
I
figure
like
it
Marky Mark in this too.
Yeah, Mark, he was good.
out. Eh.
I don't like. Really, the only. I don't like his friend at the bar who's always just annoying.
What do I'm gonna say 6.8. I'm gonna do mine first.
That's about right. 6'9".
6.4. God, you two are just Eagles fans. They're in two. Both
We're
of you.
gonna have 6.7.
So that puts it middle of the roadish, but on the good side.
6.7 out of 10.
Is that Leatherface?
What do we got? Another 6.7 was Draft Day.
Yeah, this fits.
Draft Day is better than this.
This fits in about there though.
This isn't that great.
Neither was Draft Day.
In both cases, it was an enjoyable movie that wasn't.
I
Great.
would say Costner's better than Wahlberg, if you're asking me.
I think it's close, but you're not wrong.
Raging Bull was 6.8.
Oh, this is better than Raging Bull. That movie sucks.
Wow.
Another 6.7 was Rookie of the Year.
Okay,
I'd rather watch Rookie of the Year than this movie.
I think I would too, but I think it's in the right
Yeah, but
Neighborhood.
Okay,
Right neighborhood.
Like this was more drama than comedy. You're always going to rewatch comedies more than you will rewatch dramas.
There's some drama in Rookie of the Year. If you remember, we're not sure about his dad. Now he taught him baseball.
Jesus Christ.
And if Gary
We don't know
Busey's-
if he's ever going to get out between the two hotel doors.
right, we don't know if Stern's gonna get out of there.
Also, I still need to figure out how to build myself a boat.
Right, that's part of your deal.
I feel like you could build a boat kind of easily.
You think so? Please, Wally, show me the way.
I mean, you
got-
learned how to plumb today.
I did. I
so
did plumb today.
You plumbed. You did some plumbing.
And
Plumb.
I think it worked. I think I did it correctly.
I think it worked. That's usually what plumbers say when they leave your house. I think it worked.
Well, hey.
Are you needing to spin the wheel, make a deal?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got to spin it.
let's spin a wheel. I
Alright.
actually think I was able to pull up movies for each category, so we can do it quickly here.
As quickly as I can find the correct.
And then it's the slowest spinner ever.
Do you want to take anything out?
Let's see what comes up. I don't think so.
Okay. It is spinning and slowing down to see hockey.
Hockey. All
Yeah,
right.
it was-
Finally.
It was right on the line with soccer, but I
Finally.
guess
This is my first
it's
hockey
hockey,
movie.
yeah.
Unfortunately, the one I wanted to do is no longer available.
no. Are you telling me Slapshot?
I don't believe it is.
Fuck you.
Let me know if you can find it, but I don't believe it's
I
on Netflix anymore.
No. Damn it.
Right?
You wanted to see Slapshot? Is
Yeah,
that
I've
where
never
you're at?
watched it, and it looks freaking
It
hilarious.
is a very good movie. Having seen it, it's good. So instead, we're going to close the door. D3, The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, I can't
on
wait.
Disney.
I can't wait.
I remember I've always liked the movie. We're in high school now, prep school.
Right, right. I mean, D2 is the superior Mighty Ducks movie. We already established that. D3 is not even close.
We'll find out.
We're gonna find out.
So I'm glad to do hockey. I'm bummed that it's not Slapshot, but we'll get there eventually.
We're gonna get there.
I can't believe there was so much time in between D2 and D and Mighty Ducks.
Between when we did those movies, you
Yeah,
mean?
Mighty Ducks was our second movie. D2 was our 29th movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And this is 43.
Yep.
Seems about right.
Yeah.
We could have just done them all together like Rocky, but why do that? Why do that? All right, D3, which doesn't even have Gordon Bombay in it for 90% of it,
Okay.
But it's got Charlie.
It does.
but it's got Charlie, who's good at hockey now.
Apparently.
If I remember correctly, he's great at hockey.
Yeah, but he was terrible in the first movie, in the second movie.
Yeah. Yes,
He
that's
was
correct.
just kind of a guy, but now he's great.
Yeah. You get it.
Sure.
You get it.
All right, that's coming up next. We will see you next week. What's your outro again?
Ding.
See ya. Oh, no.
Ding.